guys, how are you? It's Pandora, and I'm back again for another tank review, and this time it's the IS5 or the Object 730. This is a tier 8 Russian heavy tank, and it's a rather special tank because it becomes available when you unlock the level 10 personal supply level and also the level 10 clan supply level. It comes at a small price. It's 1500 gold. Now that's roughly estimated around €5 if you're buying gold. It's an interesting idea that Wargaming introduced. There is no time constraint for the availability of this tank. You will naturally gain this tank once you gain enough experience, both for your personal supply and also your clan supply, depending on the activity of both. But is it worth it? Yes, it definitely is. I have the IS6, I also have the IS5. They're both very, very similar tanks. I actually prefer the IS5. I like the notion of the pike nose now that I know how to use it. I think there's a bit of a weakness when it comes to the IS6. Not that the armor is bad, but it does have a weakness where the driver's hatch is. All in all, I think the pike nose makes it a lot more trollish, and it's also a bully at tier 8. Of course, because it's a premium, it also comes with a legendary camo. This one is called Clan Guardian. It's an interesting camo. It makes it look very, very dark indeed. It almost looks like a kind of a copper kind of color, kind of a copper red, and it looks like it's burnt out or it just came out of a coal mine or something. It does look good. Now, I just wanted to look at the tank in comparison when it comes to some of the relative tanks. For comparative reasons, I've comparing this against the IS6, the IS3 and the IS3 Defender. Now, for fairness reasons, because you can't put a rammer in the IS3 Defender, I've selected everything with calibrated shells. It's quite interesting actually. Even with the calibrated shells, it has more DPM, which is interesting. It's also got it's got exactly the same penetration. Bear in mind that that is with calibrated shells. The IS3 comes out slightly in front. It's got a 400 alpha gun all across the line. Rate of fire is slightly faster, 4.73, and because of that, the reload is also faster. All across the line, you've got 122mm guns. And the next one is a little bit interesting. The shell velocity it's pretty much similar across the line. It's a lot slower in the IS3 Defender, so you'll notice that in some of the games where the velocity of the shells is quite fast. Aim time, it's decent enough. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Dispersion is 0.389, pretty even across the board. The IS3 and the IS3 Defender is slightly better. Dispersion and elevation, you've only got 5 degrees of gun depression. You've got slightly more in the IS6, and you've got even more in the IS3 Defender. Depression and elevation, we talked about that. Aiming arc, not really important. Speed gets up to a top speed of 42 kilometers an hour. That's the fastest within its class. Power to weight ratio 15.84. That's the best across all 4 tanks. Terrain resistance is also interesting. It's a little bit slower than the IS3 and the IS3 Defender. Credit coefficient, now there's some details there that are missing, but it actually makes quite a lot of credits, and I'll show you that within the game. The view range is the same across the board. The IS3 Defender is slightly better. It's got 1550 hit points. That's the highest within the comparison between these 4 tanks. Weight, it's slightly lighter, and that probably makes up for why it can move a little bit faster. Some of the other details there with regards to blitz stars there, the 90-day stats. The win rate 59%. Average damage is 1.655k. Damage ratio is slightly more. Not really all that important, those stats, but it is interesting that it rates pretty highly when it comes to the IS5. I also wanted to talk about the tank in Armour Inspector. This is the IS5 as seen through the IS3. Because it's got a pike nose, you have to keep the front of the tank towards your enemies at any one time. This will increase the armor efficiency at all times. Unlike other tanks where you shoot over the tracks or you shoot over the drive wheel to create that auto bounce zone, the pike nose itself it's most efficient when you're actually facing the enemies from a straight angle, as you can see from this screen here. The IS5 has a weak spot. The lower glacis in particular is very, very susceptible to taking shots. I'm showing different spots of the armor here, which will show, I suppose, the chances of actually doing some damage to it. There's the lower glacis. There's small parts at the top of the turret. The turret itself is very, very strong. You get this into a hold down position and you are going to do very, very well. You can also see there's a triangular patch just underneath the mantlet, and that's also another weak spot to shoot at when you're shooting at an IS5. That's around 90 millimeters of armor, but it is somewhere where you can pen the tank. It's also worth calling out that the tank also has some spaced armor along the side, as you can see from the screen here. But that's enough about the tanks. We're going to get into some actual gameplay. I'm going to take you through what the tank feels like in game and how it can play. Okay, in the first game, it's a game on Black Goldville. It's an encounter battle. And looking at the team makeup, we've got more TDs than they have. We've spawned on the southwest side. We've got the town on the right, the canyon on the left. Just looking at where we've spawned, we've only got 2 heavies on the team. The rest are TDs and mediums and or lights. So someone's made a call to go left. I agree. I was thinking of going left anyway. I usually try and do the opposite of what my tank would usually be built for, which is weird. So I'm going to try and surprise the enemy here, bring the tank up. If there's any tanks on the left hand side, I'll be able to support our team. It seems the rest of the team are also going left or taking up positions here on the left hand side. Now strangely, we haven't noticed any of the reds. There is a red who's gone into the cap, the AMX. Not spotting any of the other reds. Now he's come out of the cap. Now I don't know if that's a mistake, but he's got spotted. I'm just seeing if we spot up many more of the reds here. And looking over my shoulder here to see where the team are, I decide to move in a little bit closer, see if I can spot anything. Falling down to this nice little position here. AMX has come up, put a shot into him, and that's high enough roll, 445. Not too bad for a first shot. AMX, he's still there. We've also spotted up some of the other reds. I'm also spotted at this point. I take a shot there from the Panther 2. Maybe bad awareness on my behalf there. There's a T29 and I'm a little bit stupid there. I'm taking shots. I take 2 shots there. I actually get tracked and then take 2 shots. Looking over there trying to shoot the turret of a T29, which is a bit stupid. I pay for my sins there. So I roll down here. There's a nice little spot over here where you've got some hard cover, and this thing you can get hulled down. It's a great little thing when you get this thing hulled down. The AMX rolls up to try and hit me. I roll down to try and hit him. I get him, but I don't do any damage. I do hit his track. Not really of any use. There's a Drac who comes down all of a sudden. I don't know what he's doing. He's just really... Well, I guess he's getting spots. I do notice the Löwe put a shot in on him. It was a little bit cheeky. I was lucky to get that. He's coming out again. He's looking at our Drac, and now he's looking at me. Bounces a shot, put another cheeky shot into him, and I'm rolling back. I'm just aware I've got tanks in front of me, but I've also got tanks here behind me, and I want to just pay some attention to them. See, there is a red there. He's a 1-shot. I also see another red, and here we're just trying to, I suppose, spot up. Now this Drac is doing a good job by spotting them. I see the Panther trying to make a run for it, and I'm lucky enough to get him there. I do take a shot in exchange for getting him, but it's probably a good compromise. Take a tank, take a gun out of the game. You see the AMX rolling down, put a decent shot into him, 442. You can see he's going for our green, so I roll up here, hit adrenaline, a little rush of blood to the head there, a bit stupid, and then I realize what I'm doing. Put a shot into the Löwe, managed to finish him off. He just rolled out, so I'm kind of lucky there, and I'm just really baiting shots here. If somebody shoots me, hopefully I'll bounce them. Notice that the AMX is rolling back into a position of hard cover. He's going to pop here, put a shot in, bit of a snapshot, manages to hit him though, and he's just got in behind the building here. I'm just waiting for him to pop out, if he pops out, and I'm actually going to move because I know he's not going to pop out. There's only one left at this point. It's 6 against 1. I think the inevitable is going to happen. I'm too slow. I'm not quick enough to get out of that spot. But overall, not a bad game. We've beaten them. Got 2 kills. Just seeing the stats at the end. Got a 2nd class mastery, a patrol, and a scout. 2.7 of damage, 85,000 credits. Now that's worth noting. It is a premium that makes quite a substantial amount of credits. Looking at the team sheet, we did okay. Looking at the enemies, they did really badly. And I also get 2.5 of damage caused with player's assistance, which is also worth calling out. So not a bad game. Okay, and on to the second game. It's a game of supremacy, one Hemelsdorf, and it's another tier 8 game. We spawned on the south side. Now, the Hemelsdorf is actually a great map for demonstrating what this tank can do, because the IS5 is an absolute bully. You can brawl and you can bash and you can get close to the enemy. So that's hopefully what this game is going to demonstrate. I've got no doubt in my mind I'm going to go for the decap. The meta of this map, usually the heavies tend to go on the right hand side here, so I'm making no mistake here. I'm going to try and get one of the caps straight away, put some pressure on the reds. So I'm rolling down here. I roll over this mound here. If they're going to take a shot, hopefully I'll bounce, but hopefully it gives me a better option of bouncing as I'm going over that. None of the reds have really challenged for the decap here, so I'm happy enough to just capture the cap. I'm just keeping an eye on the map and seeing who else we spot up. So we've automatically also got the B cap. They've captured C and they're getting A. Now I'm going to creep around here, try and get the C cap, and that's where we engage with the first red. It's a Panther M10. Put a first shot into him. I'm hitting adrenaline because I want to get rid of this guy as quickly as possible. Just trying to put more shots in on him. Now I'm getting low rolls. I'm probably shooting the wrong part of the tank. 300 and something damage. I'm gonna try and put a shot here on the side. That's more of a better roll. 455, and the J-Pan takes him out. Wasting no time, I'm heading towards the C-cap. Trying to carry out the objective here of the game, try and capture the caps, see the RU, go for a maximum roll, load up HE, and I hit him in the ass for 512. Not bad. Now my priority here is to try and get the cap, try and secure it, put the pressure on the reds. Securing, nearly close to getting 3 caps here. Just going to look out here to see who I can see. T49, I miss him there with a shot, but he doesn't shoot me, so it's all good. Capture the C cap. Need to move. Looking over here at the RU. No, I'm not going to take that shot. I should have cut off, maybe should have. I take a shot there, bounce it, and that's something that you'll see with the IS5. People will be shooting at you and you'll be getting bounces. Now this is probably, we're doing really badly here at the moment. Notice the RU making a run for it, managed to take him out. Now I'm taking shots here in the back. Obviously some of the reds have flanked around. Take 3 shots there, that is from the AMX. I'm turning around here, he's on a reload. Put a shot into him, 374, it's a bit of a low roll. Our greens are just trying to take care of him. We take him out, but the reds are also capturing another cap. So they've got A and B, we've got C and D. Moving into the center here, trying to see who we can spot up. It's 3-2, so we're not doing too bad. We've managed to take out more of their tanks at this point. And I'm just trying to spot up here, and that's when I notice one of the reds making a run for it. But I've also noticed one of the other reds here, the Super Persian, managed a little bit of a cheeky shot there, managed to cause an engine fire. T49 is making a run for it. Just trying to reload here and trying to get into a position where I can put some fire in on them, but it's pretty game set and match at this point. 3 against 1. T49, he's doing okay. If I can get into this position, maybe put some shots in on him. Try and put a shot there. That's a bit of a crazy shot. I was using HE, so the shell velocity was quite slow. Maybe I should have used either heat or APCR. So just running around here, trying to get some shots in on him. Looks like he's contended with one of the greens. Managed to put a shot in there. It's a low roll, HE to the tracks, but one of the other greens managed to finish him off. Game, set and match, 1,000 points, and we've got 3 tanks that survived, so not a bad game. Managed to get a mission, get 3,000 damage, not too bad. There's 65,000 with a third class, now 65,000 with one of the missions. Still a decent amount of credits. Right, third and final game. It's a game of Supremacy on Port Bay, and it's a tier 9 game, so we're the lower tier in this game. It's going to be interesting to see how the tank compares, or how it competes against tier 9. We spawned on the northwest side, and in my mind I've made a decision. I'm going to go for the B cap. The element of surprise, go for the B cap. Nobody goes for the B cap, everyone goes for the A or the C cap, usually C. So I'm going to be different here. I'm going to try and surprise the Reds, get into the B cap and secure it as soon as possible. So I'm rolling down. You can see the tank picks up speed pretty quickly. It's not bad when it comes to the speed stakes. So just running down here, trying to get into this cap as soon as possible. And if we see any Reds, spot it. We're going to engage. We haven't spotted anyone else. You can see that there's an AMX. My teammate has also rolled down. He's taking the B cap. Because we've got 2 in the cap, we're going to capture it faster. So thank you, AMX. Okay, objective. We've got the B cap. Puts the pressure on the Reds. So I'm going to roll up here to the left. Try and engage on the tanks that we have got spotted up. There's 2 over by the C cap rolling up, and that's when we notice there's a T-54 who's sniping. He's not going to get us. He hasn't got any gun depression, so there's no point trying to shoot at him. I'm going to go in around the back though, and I'm going to engage. Yeah, we got 2 Reds in here. We've got an AMX and the 54. Put a shot in on the AMX. Bit of a high roll. 571, not bad. AMX is also pushed with me. He's pushing and engaging. Can I put another shot in? Yes, put another shot in. So does the AMX. Going after this red AMX. See if we can kill him. AMX is doing well, putting shots in on him. And he manages to escape. Can we get him? Can we get him? No. Can't get him. He's evaded. Put a shot in on the T-54 instead. He's so engaged with the Leopard that he's not even looking at us. Now this is an opportunity. He's trying to kill our Leo. Can we stop him? Putting shots in. He kills our Leo. Putting shots in his ass, and I don't think he realizes that I'm behind him. Oh, I think he's only seen me now. Going for the ram kill. He manages to shoot me, but I managed to bounce it. Still haven't taken any damage, which is always good. That was good. So take him out. My main objective is really to try and kill any mediums. Get a double tap on that guy. He's rather unfortunate. Lucky to get the kill there. We've got 2 of the Reds rolling down. Gonna try and hit the batshit here. Managed to sneak a shot in on him and leave him on a 1 shot. I'm gonna go down to try and engage him, and that's when I didn't notice there was a Red there, and I'm lucky enough to bounce that. Rolling down at pace here, trying to hit the AMX, put a shot in. I don't know where that goes. Batshit dies. I hit his carcass. I don't know where that shot went, but I'm trying to rotate around here. I can see my teammate is engaged with the IS3. Put a shot in on his side, show me his sights. Now I have to make a decision here who to actually try and save. I think that other Red is on a 1 shot, so I leave him. Put a shot in on the IS3 defender, but I noticed that our teammate has died in the meantime, but it's 2 against 1. We've hit 1,000 points. Am I gonna get him? Oh, it's always good when you kill a Red after 1,000. Bit of a sneaky kill there. 4 kills, not too bad at all. I don't think we got any damage. We didn't take any damage. It's a first class Top Gun. 79,000 credits, 4 kills, 3.4 damage. Very happy with that game. Lower tier tank, doing very, very well in a tier 9 tank, tier 9 game. Oh, and I got some military honor. That's always good. So guys, that is it. That is the IS5. If you're anywhere near clan supply level 10 or personal supply level 10 and you're thinking about getting the IS6, don't get it. Get this tank instead. Definitely worth it. It's one of the cheapest premium worthwhile tanks in getting, and it's a heavy that really bullies tier 7, bullies tier 8, bullies tier 9 mediums. I definitely recommend getting it. I'm average 60% win rate in it. I'm not the best player, and if I can get 60%, so can you. I can't see any reason why you can't. I'm a noob after all. Guys, if you're still watching at this point, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.